You've already seen that processes rarely run exactly as they were designed. Value opportunities are hidden everywhere, in every process, company, and industry. Process mining helps uncover those opportunities by using real execution data from systems. You'll often hear process mining described as a digital twin of a business process. It's a living, data-driven representation of how work actually happens. Not a static diagram, but something that changes as the data changes. There are different ways to model and analyze that reality. In Celonis, this comes down to two approaches: case-centric process mining and object-centric process mining. Let's start with case-centric process mining. In case-centric process mining, you analyze a process from the perspective of a single object, called a case. For example, in an order management process, the case might be a sales order. Celonis extracts the order number, the activities that order goes through, and the timestamps of those activities. These events are then linked together into a single sequential event log. This approach works very well when you want to follow one object through a process. You can analyze cycle times, bottlenecks, rework, and deviations, all from the perspective of that chosen case. For many years, this was the standard way process mining was done. However, real business processes rarely revolve around just one object. An order management process doesn't only involve sales orders. It also involves order items, deliveries, invoices, customers, and suppliers. Trying to force all of that into a single case perspective can hide important relationships. In 2023, Celonis introduced a new concept called Object-Centric Process Mining. It analyzes processes by looking at multiple interacting objects at the same time. Instead of mapping everything to one case, events are connected to different object types and to the relationships between them. This gives you a much more realistic view of how complex processes actually work. You can switch perspectives dynamically. In the same order management process, you might start by looking at sales orders, then switch to order items, then look downstream at deliveries or invoices. You're no longer locked into a single viewpoint. One of the biggest advantages of OCPM is that it uses a single, flexible data model. From that model, you choose the objects and events you want to analyze, instead of building multiple isolated event logs. To summarize, case-centric mining is excellent when you want a focused, linear view of a process from one object's perspective. Object-centric mining is more powerful when processes are complex, interconnected, and involve many related objects. In this course, you don't need any knowledge of these concepts up front. What matters is understanding that Celonis supports both approaches, and that the platform lets you switch perspectives depending on the question you're trying to answer.